fucked up at the beginning, so... Oh, no, it didn't. Wow. That's surprising.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice cops.
Nice.
Alright, okay. Also, I did my nails. They're a dark green.
Fuck yeah.
So we're recording now, yes?
Yes, we are recording now.
Cool. Hey, everybody.
Penis.
Hi.
I mean.
Oh my god.
There it is.
We're gonna have the intro before this, so we're good, and we can start
Okay,
whenever.
cool.
I will edit it in post. No problems. No worries. All chill.
Oh, hang on 1 second, you guys.
Perfect timing.
He's getting me utensils because Panda Express fucking didn't give me utensils, and I'm like, what am I
Fucking
supposed to do?
Panda
Eat my
Express.
broccoli beef with my
Fuck.
hands? Like a savage?
Absolutely.
I mean, I like
I
eating
mean, I
with my
could,
hands.
and I'm not against it, but not on stream.
No, you don't want to shovel that shit into your mouth.
Oh.
You're fucking.
Well, that's
Like,
only
I already have to
good.
drink my drink because they didn't give me a straw, so I have to do it like this.
Oh wow. So
I've had to do that a couple of times with
I don't like
Macca's.
it makes me feel weird. I don't know
I
why.
don't like the ice on my teeth.
On your what?
On my teeth.
Oh.
Ice on your teeth.
That's such a specific gripe.
I don't like it.
Fair enough.
Included in the episode, I don't give a shit. I hate it.
All right. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. All right. We're starting in now. Hi, everyone.
How the turntables. Do you know what I didn't do? I didn't
wow.
get fucking dice. I didn't get dice or like
I got my dice.
a character sheet or anything. I'm sure they're nearby. They always are.
We are
Accurate
starting
it is that we're
this
starting
wrong.
not prepared.
How is the pre-recording starting the way our recording starts?
Listen,
Because it's our vibe. That's our brand. Gay and not ready.
Gay and unorganized.
Gay and unorganized. That is my brand.
a fucking mood. Holy shit.
Oh.
Okay, everyone get what they need. I'm gonna awkwardly and horribly sip my.
I got what I need. No, I got it. Yeah. I'll just use an online dice roll.
Ooh, what a negative.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my dice
saucy.
tray.
That is pretty spicy. I was like, I don't know if you want to commit to that.
I don't think so.
So what happened last time?
Before
happened
we do
last
that, I'm going to preface this by saying, hello everyone, this is a pre-recording. We are here, but not really, just like in spirit. We are here in spirit because we're actually at the Welcome Inn, currently doing a thing. Oh good, Sloane's back. I'm talking about how we're actually at the Welcome Inn at this moment, when everyone sees us.
No, but in actuality, we all have twins, and our twins are on the Welcome Inn, and we're here live right now.
Listen, if there are two of me, no. I said it earlier, no. What a horrible... Are you wearing that over your hat, you fucking Chad?
What a
Fuck yeah.
fucking Chad.
What a Chad!
Bastion would be a Chad if he wasn't such a twink.
Oh my god.
He would.
True.
If-
You
if-
could
if
be, you could be
Bastion was
both.
straight, he'd
You
be a
could be...
Chad.
That's like an Evan.
Evan?
And Evan?
Honestly, that's really accurate, and
I know
I'm
it is,
not
that's
sure
true.
why, but... Or like a Charlie
I'm sorry
or
to
something.
any Evans that aren't Twinkie Chads. Okay, are we allowed to air this? Is this okay?
Anyway.
We'll get rid. We'll
We
cut it out
need-
in post. We'll cut it out in post. It's fine.
not.
Do we
No,
need
we're
to do
not.
a recap, or are we just gonna
That's
go
what
in
I'm
Going to.
raw?
I'm just
Yeah.
letting people know that this is a pre-recording. If you want to see us at the Welcome Inn, we're doing a thing. It's gonna be all of us, so it's really neat. But we wanted to make sure that everyone got their weekly dose of depressed champions. Of
We wanted to
Greek
make sure
gods.
that we got our weekly dose.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
I
Gotta get my
everyone,
juice,
but I really
man.
I gotta
missed.
get my juice, and you can watch it. You can watch either this or I'm sure Roundtable on YouTube, whichever you choose to view live. So you're good.
I mean, this one, they're going to be equally messes of the best proportions, so you choose your poison.
Accurate.
Last episode on Tragedy of Theolosian. I was trying to make a funny name, but nah. Nah. So last episode, we came back after a month, and we came back to one of the suitors of the Viper Queen coming into the room after a large fight, which our gang won. In short, he thanked them for taking care of his problem, suavely knocked Bastian's socks off with the amount of wine that he has, and came out as very morally gray on a lot of aspects, making the crew a lot both more suspicious and confused. After they were talking slightly about some true intentions they had, he said, hey, I'd feel better if you slept here for the night, because I don't know what you're gonna go do, and I don't want you to cause trouble. Everyone went to his sleeping chambers, where he had the largest California king you've ever fucking seen. I think they're called like Alaskan kings, something like that. It was a huge freaking bed. He also just had a gigantic room where everyone finally went into the closet, and some people emerged from the closet, which they should have a long time ago. They went into the closet and tried to figure out an escape plan, which they did not.
we didn't go into the closet. Melaena just played music under the door.
Oh, that's fair. They were going to go into the closet. Melaena played music, and they tried to devise a plan on how to get out of that room. Turns out that the window was tapped and locked, so there was really no way for them to get out that way. The only way is where they came from, and that's where the vampire was. So they decided, okay, we're just gonna rest for the night, and took watches, starting with Melaena, whose blood nymph friend came by with a picnic and a request to go with them to at least leave the city. So that Kazimir woke up and went, get the fuck out, which she did in turn. He started hearing noises, so he went to go investigate and found a small fairy dragon, which dragons are insanely rare, if not mythical, at this point. He asked their name. You don't know their name. She doesn't know anything. All she knows is everything about the characters. And about Mom, who she will not specify about. She was throwing marbles to get his attention. In turn, he took one of them to keep her around, to try to find an exit strategy for the morning. The rest of the watches with Kazimir and Ragna included her just annoying the shit out of them, just consistently. When Bastian woke up, he was annoyed for a short period of time before a certain vampire came in with some more wine. And definitely talked Bastian into relieving his guard duties to his familiar, who we got to speak to for the first time. The next day, Melaena woke up. There was no Bastian to be seen, and an entire ocean of pillows that had been destroyed, creating just feathers, a solid layer of feathers everywhere, from their friend, which they started to call Enigma. After begrudgingly and very angrily getting back Bastian, they slightly talked about what they need to do, plausibly bringing the vampire with them to talk to the Viper Queen, as she is not what she seems, apparently. We are starting with breakfast after Enigma's exit strategy was not truly an exit strategy.
It's fucking teleporting.
It was teleportation.
Fucking teleporting.
I don't think we're starting with breakfast.
We're starting with going towards breakfast. It's almost breakfast time. So we're starting with, hey, I think Bastian had something he wanted to do, right? You look like such a guilty puppy right now.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, rip.
Rip.
Okay. So they're like, let's go to breakfast. And what room were we in? Were we in the library? Is that where Enigma had
You
taken us?
all gathered back to the bedroom
Bedroom.
to talk.
Got it.
Yes.
And Bastian walks in and is gonna kind of like, he taps his shoulder so that Xerxes will like come down from the top of the canopy bed and just land there, and is kind of like surveying the room that is covered in feathers as he steps forward ankle deep in these feathers, and can feel at his back is just presence, hard to discern whether it is icy cold or hellishly hot, but it is oppressive, and he kind of like chews on the inside of his cheek, looking at the window as we're all talking amongst themselves. And then as they gather to head out the door, he just turns back around and has his arms crossed, and as they're leaving, Kazimir walks out, Ragna walks out, and then Melaena walks out, and he will pull up next to Melaena just as they're stepping down the hallway, and with his arms crossed, not even really look at her, I think, and just say, you seem upset.
Do I?
Yes.
What gave you that impression?
Well, maybe it's the stone cold silence.
Why would I be mad, Bastian?
Well, I'm sure if you were mad, you would tell us why.
At this, Melaena stops walking. I wasn't mad. I'm not mad. I'm fucking terrified. I'm terrified of myself, Bastian. I didn't trust myself to sleep next to you. So you know who I did trust? I trusted you. I trusted Kazimir. I trusted Ragna. I don't know what happens, and nothing did happen. Thank fuck for that, because I don't know if I could have handled that again. Do you know how many times I stabbed Irene before I woke up? 4. That is enough to kill Xerxes. That is enough to kill you, to kill Kazimir and Ragna. It's fine. It won't happen again. And she starts walking.
As she walks past, Bastian just stays turned towards where she was. Turned away from Kazimir and Ragna for a moment. And then turns back around and is not stone-faced. He tends to have his expression under control most of the time. And it still is, but under control in a way that is just consistently bothered. His brows are drawn down and he just seems to scowl at nothing as he walks forward and is gonna follow behind Melaena. And move to go past Kazimir and Ragna.
How loud was that conversation? So I was gonna say, I want to know. I'm sure Ragnar heard it with his passive.
Kazimir
Yeah.
would have heard it, probably.
Okay.
They're probably still in a pretty tight collection.
Well, they were.
Yeah.
It's like Ragnar probably heard it, but he wishes he had.
Man.
Dude, Kashimir's already been yelled at. He knows how that feels. No thanks.
I think just throughout that whole thing, Ragnar just fiddles with his friendship bracelet. just out of ooh, this is rough. I hate this.
You all are, unless there's anything else that anyone wants to do, you are able to make it back to the same banquet hall. It looks the same, except for instead of it being, there's not any food before, the night before, this time you see that there are platters that are like insanely shiny, like they aren't commonly used. But platters filled with different kinds of food, an exuberant amount. And the vampire, for Ewan, sitting at the head, sipping on a very light pinkish colored wine. And as everyone kind of walks, he kind of turns his head just barely, not getting out of his seat, and goes, take a seat. I know you like foods of some sort, so I just had them make quite a bit of everything. And you see there are eggs in a bunch of different ways, just kind of piled onto a platter. There is a ton of like fruit, but these look oddly, for everyone who, actually no one would really eat these before. These fruits look very different. A lot of them are more like either prickly looking in nature, or they're just like this really kind of sun bleached color. They smell sweet, but they definitely don't look like anything that you've had in other cities or anything like that. There are a couple fruits you recognize, but they definitely look like they've been exported. They're plausibly a bit like smaller, wear and tear from being sent somewhere else. You see there are two platters next to each other filled with different kinds of cooked meats, and another platter with baked goods. Anywhere to like pancakes, croissant type looking things, just breakfast pastries. It looks like he went way too fucking hard. And is just sitting there like with a shrug.
Say the energy as we walk in is oppressive.
Yeah.
I did
Yep.
put this in mute chat, but I do want to say, because I was very caught up in like not fucking up my words. In that tirade of Melaena talking to Bastian, she would have called him a friend and talked about how she didn't want to wake up with her friends being hurt.
Ooh, the energy is even heavier. Like as you walk in, you can see he just has a light smile, kind of like nonchalant. And then as he looks at everyone, his face just kind of drops, and he looks around. He's like, "And I thought I was mysterious and gloomy. It's only been 20 minutes. Are you okay?"
Bad
And he
question.
just kind of looks at everyone, but keeps his eyes mainly to Bastian.
But maybe we can have a conversation about this at any other time.
Of course, you should eat. That is what you all do. So
Yes, we certainly.
partake.
You don't have any palisades or porches or any secluded areas to just have a nice breakfast, brunch.
He's gonna kind of look around. He's gonna make a perception check real quick.
You don't go outside. Why would I even ask?
I do go outside. He's gonna look around. He's not generally gonna stop on anyone in particular. And I'll look back to Bash and go, "Hey, get what you're wanting and I'll take you somewhere. Fill up your plate."
It's not for me. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
He looks a bit confused.
Are these sous vide? And he's going to take a plate and just start going for some of the poached eggs.
Oh, yeah. He looks so confused. And he's just... And then
Definitely.
he's gonna look to Ragna and to Kazimir and just like give a raised eyebrow, because out of everyone, I'd say those two have the most like separated energy
Right.
from what's happening.
Right.
I think
So he's just gonna look and raise an eyebrow.
I think Kasher's just gonna look at Ragna and just be like, how much, like with his eyes, he's like, how much should we tell them?
I think Ragna just like there's an I don't know what I gotta say something kind of look to it to him. But it's like we actually wanted to discuss something with you, a plan we had.
I see. And first, eat. I don't want any of this to go to waste.
Oh, Kazimir is helping himself.
Oh, please, yes. Please do. Oh, he was gonna say that then. And then looks to Kazimir and goes, never mind. What did you want to discuss?
We wanted to invite you to see if you wanted to come with us to visit the Viper Queen and check on her condition.
And what has gotten you so worried about her condition? I know before you were really very unsure and were taking things into your own hands, I should say.
Well, the thought is, if you say they are this different person, and we have experienced the world outside of out of Helsinki, and we've seen what her plan has done to the world at large, we wanted to see which one we would meet, either the one that you know, or the one that we've come to know.
It is about... I'd say, for me, it's far less of a travel, but for you... it's a bit of a hike. Could you really deal with having me around for the next few weeks.
Weeks.
A week, possibly. I don't know. I don't normally walk.
What do you normally do?
Lie.
Well, we have already been traveling for weeks. And that is how we've discovered what we have discovered. And why we have the convictions that we do. So, what's one more week? Learning more.
And I just got back too. Well, how about this? I have a couple things I need to take care of. I can do that in a couple of days. And then we can be on our merry jolly way. But how was it just the four of you? And I haven't seen a carriage anywhere. Were you walking in the sun?
No.
We have an entourage outside.
I forgot about those bitches.
I know you did.
We couldn't let them in. We couldn't let Finley in because
We're not gonna bring Drachnos and Finley and Leto and all this shit. Are you kidding me?
we got a whole Medusa out there. It's just like, how's that going? How's she gonna get past the bite test when she got sticks to the head?
Like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Her skin is just like rock.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't bite me.
I'm fine as snakes wiggle around. Like, there's no bites. Like, what? How are we supposed to?
All the bite marks are just a little thing.
Exactly. How are we supposed to get by there?
Well, I'll have to meet your entourage. And to be completely honest, I would rather take people I know and trust. So if they do not make my qualifications, I don't know if we can bring everyone.
What are
If they
your...
don't meet your qualifications, you're not going.
Am I really the one that is going to be put out if I can't go? I can see you whenever I'd like. I'd be doing you a favor. Let me meet them, and then we can see how we're going. As you can tell, I do have very high taste. He's gonna look over to Bastian, and then just kind of smirk, and then look back with a normal stone cold face. But I suppose I can. If they're like you, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. I just don't want any... What's the term? Anyone with a small mindset. I don't want closed-minded people.
No. You don't have to worry about that. In fact, one of the people we are traveling with, how much do you know about the people that the Viper Queen is changing?
Moderate to none. I've met a couple.
Well, one of them is one of them is been affected by them.
And they're still cognitive.
Yes.
Do they have a name?
Why?
Because there weren't many. I told you she's trying to develop something. There were only a few who naturally are able to do that on their own.
Maybe you'll get to meet her and then you'll know.
I see. Well, I love surprises, so... How about this? I will send... You like her, and he'll point to Melaena. I'll send Amethylia with you so you're safe going out and coming back in. And you can bring them in. And now that I know one of them is Medusa, I will make sure that they have no issue getting in and will not be checked.
Why not just send us out together?
Oh, you can all go. I was just saying I will send someone with you. It's just to make sure you can get in and out very quickly.
You said you needed a couple of days?
Just a few. Maybe one or two. I have a couple things. I have a city to run after all.
I think we can handle a couple of days by ourselves. And then when the time comes, we meet together again?
It's up to you. My chambers, now destroyed, are available to you. But if you wish to be on your own, I can understand. I will keep Amathelia with you, though. Just to make sure. In case anything goes wrong, she can immediately get to me.
That sounds like a fair deal.
Understood. Now, eat your breakfast. I will have someone show you out once you're done. Feel free to take anything left over. It's not like I'm going to eat it anyway. And I will call for you when I'm ready. Does that sound fair?
It does.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, if anyone needs me, you know how to find me. Please speak to Amathelia. She can get to me immediately. Or there are, other ways to find me. And he's just gonna smile softly. Kind of again, look over to Bastian, stand up, and then walk off towards the study room.
Oh, I'm gonna do something that is really, really shitty.
Do it.
Boy.
Do it.
I think I'll watch him like walk out, and there's a moment of silence, and Bastian like turns back to his food and kind of just like looks down, and then is gonna stand and push his chair back with like a screeching sound against the stone, and is gonna walk out behind him to follow him.
Oh,
And we can do that scene later if anybody wants to do a different scene.
yeah, we can do in that room right now, and then we'll skip to the other scene.
I'm gonna say Kazimir.
hasn't.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Melaena hasn't really been eating. She's like taken food and she's like nibbled at it, but she's just been playing with it for a majority of like the conversation that's been happening. But yeah, she's just kind of still very quiet. She looked and sounded like she was very close to tears in the conversation with Bastian, and it just looks like she's in that kind of expression where she's still trying to not cry.
This sucks.
Oh no!
Well, Kazimir has plenty to eat, mostly fruits and vegetables.
Mhm.
Happy cow.
Happy cow.
I mean, he eats a lot, but Ragna and Melaena would be able to tell he's probably stress eating.
Oh, poor thing.
He also probably hasn't had like fresh fruit in a while, so.
No, the only thing you've had are like the like little prickly fruits off of the cacti, which are fine, and there were a couple there. But these are foreign foods that are the quenchiest. Yes. You had those, but these are foreign fruits to you. They're very kind of different in taste. Really interesting, and just like a lot of like overly kind of almost bitter, while some of them are insanely like sweet, like nectar. There's just a whole spectrum here. So yeah, have your fill. Do what you need to do.
Definitely stress eating, and will like look up occasionally to Melaena and Ragna just to see like, trying to gauge the vibe.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is my favorite. Oh my
Two
god.
avoidant bitches at the same table.
What's Ragna
Two
doing?
avoided friends in a room. They might talk.
They might talk.
Three friends sitting in a banquet hall 5 feet apart because there's some tension.
It's a lot of tension.
Because they are gay and they don't know how to
They
talk about their
are gay.
They
feelings.
are in fact gay.
They are in
Well, I'll
fact
say
gay.
one of them. Oh, yeah, 2 of them, at least so far. But Ragna's a baby. He's still learning. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yes. I think. Well, how are we seeing like any invisible munching from a fairy jack like on the table? Or
Yeah, where the fuck is the Negra?
It's,
So, thank you for noticing.
Alright,
and thank you for saying something. So it's gonna be literally. Goodbye, Sloan. Damn.
Well, we'll see it later when they're editing. It's okay.
It's fine. About a minute after everything is kind of settled, after people walked out, you're gonna hear some clawing on the table. So first, what it sounds like is there's just a bang, like a crash landing on the edge of a table. The table kind of rickets a little, but not too much. And then you hear just like little like claw going into the little claws going into the wood. Walking forward, little tippity tapping. And then you hear you see and hear a platter kind of like shuffle like this and kind of knock over some of the food. We're gonna say that's one of the pastry ones. And then just, dang it! And then just like, it's still invisible. And then go over to the meat. And then they appear. And you see like a cat that you know those cats that like have the eating issue where they eat too much and like just full mouth, jaw almost unhinged, just trying to get as much meat like as possible in that bite, and just starts eating off the platter that's barely been touched.
cool. I think Ragna sees that as a fucking escape from this shit. Woo!
Oh boy.
And just says and just goes out, says out loud, are you saving up for your big trip soon?
No, I am hungry from everyone stealing my marble and my stressing. So I am eating.
So when are you heading to Helsinki?
When are you heading to Helsinki?
Let's see. I was thinking maybe in the next. He's like trying to like make the like the sound, the visual of what the number is of his mouth.
Yeah.
She's waiting. She's like
3 days.
3 days. Yeah, maybe about 3 days.
3 days. Okay. Interesting.
It's interesting that you're leaving the same time I am.
It's very interesting. Yes. Yes.
You're following me.
Maybe you're following us. Who knows?
No.
What are you planning on doing for the next 3 days then?
I am going to see how much I can gain.
Gain what?
Marbles.
Marbles.
There's a glass maker. Well, she's not a glass maker, but she makes really pretty things on her wife's armor and makes really pretty swigglies. So I figure if she does that into glass, then I can have marble.
Okay. How would you expect to pay to get the marble?
4 talent discount.
Oh, you mean steal?
No, it's borrowing and it's a discount.
Borrowing for how long?
Until I am done with it.
So forever.
No, maybe. Depends on how pretty it is.
That does help. That does change things, yes. Well,
I don't have any money unless like because you're following me so much. If you want to pay for it, that's okay.
Maybe, who knows? We'll see.
You owe me.
I owe you?
Of course.
Why?
You're stealing all my ideas. And you stole my marble. It was a very horrible time for me.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
It was.
Melaena is going to excuse herself and leave the room.
Bye, sad lady.
She doesn't respond.
Does
I don't know.
Rude.
I don't know that's appropriate. to go with.
No, it's true. What is her name then?
Melaena.
Melaena.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
She fills her. She goes particularly over to like a pile of bacon, and like almost like when you're like folding a paper fan, just like in the middle, they just like she just bites and then they just just starts eating them from the middle.
Is Melaena like gone? Like she's left the room? Okay. I think Ragna will just say, do you think we should try with the chunk of material? And
Oh, from at Apollo's nest.
yes.
Right
Where are we
now?
going?
I don't know where you're going.
No, where are we going? I don't
No.
want to be by myself right now.
Okay. I suppose we do know that the one smith is here, so we could, or if we have some days, might as well try while we have the chance.
If anything, I can start the process and get a little bit off. If maybe you're lucky, maybe more than that.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about something that's very personal to us.
Oh, I see. Well, I shared something personal with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have marbles. And you actually took one of my marbles, which was very
That's
personal.
not very part of. I feel like that's a very
Public
fundamental aspect of your being.
Okay, you want to know something personal?
Sure.
Okay. Last night was very upsetting for me, and I think you owe me.
I don't feel the same way.
I'm sorry, your opinion's wrong.
I hate this fucking bed. I hate this fucking bed.
This fucking bird.
But
Position.
I figure we can make it up to each other. I will help you in what you're doing. And then if you let me come along, then maybe I'll get to know you better. And then I can know you as not marble stealers.
Can we have 5 minutes just to ourselves, just to discuss before we say yes or no to your deal?
You make it sound like I'm holding you hostage, but okay.
It does, because you know way too much about all of us.
I don't even know that much.
You know literally everything.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's something I know? Checkmate.
God, this is a double-barreled gun. You shoot them, but you also shoot yourself.
That's exactly it. Oh my god.
Could you maybe just wait outside for 5
I will
2
take
minutes.
the escape
2
route.
minutes.
Okay, I'll take the escape route and I'll be back. I'm taking the bacon.
Just take it. Take it.
And you see her grab as much bacon as she can into her mouth and then try to fly off. But these pieces of bacon are larger than herself, so her balance is all wonky.
How small is she?
I love
She's like a house cat, but this is like real. These are like big.
Is this like
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli
It's like a
bacon?
hog.
It's like sick.
Studio Ghibli bacon.
Except for crispier, because it's like
Yeah.
Gotcha.
definitely not floppy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, she goes and flies, and then you see her when she gets to the top of the stairs, kind of look to make sure you're not looking, and then land, and then walk towards the library. You totally could have been watching. It's fine.
Oh my god.
That was better than any. I
I
mean,
didn't know we were going to take 2 people along with us.
I've learned to just go with the flow of things, to just accept it and move forward, because questioning it gets you nowhere.
I don't know how you do it.
I'm going to call it naivete.
Alright, so if we go to the smith,
Mm-hmm.
we could maybe look at, perchance, seeing if we could melt down the ore, turning it into. I know I pitched just turning it back into money, but it might be more complicated. You suggested something finer that could be worth more than what it was originally worth.
We don't have the time for finer, but coin is just fine at this point. I think even if we can't get it all, we can get some of it, and that can help Bastian and maybe us get supplies that we might need, because if we're going to be traveling with a vampire, we might need an extra edge.
Right. Do you really just trust him?
I want to see this Viper Queen he's talking about even more, because this is the second person we've gone in thinking they might be a bad guy, but once you learn more about them, they're much more complex, not like the first 2. And if his words have validity, I mean, he's taking care of a whole city, both his own people and hundreds, thousands more. He's got some experience. Worth listening to. I don't agree with some of his methodologies, but I can see where they come from.
We are taking him to the one person who might feasibly be able to flip him against us.
That's true, but I think with the recent events happening, we don't know what to expect. We don't know what will happen when we get there. I mean, we don't know what side of the Viper Queen we might meet, if there is another side of the Viper Queen at all. And if they're not associated with these X's in their eyes, then what the hell is it? And is that affecting them? Right? I want to get as much information as we can.
Fair. I did not expect. I knew being the champion of a god was going to be difficult. I didn't know it was going to be this complex.
As someone whose lineage comes from the complication of gods, I expected this to be not as simple as it should have been.
Perhaps that is my naivete.
It's good to see we all have it in some capacity.
Alright. Are we going to the smith?
Yes,
Do we tell Enigma?
I think they're going to follow us through regardless.
Alright, well, I thought I'd ask. Just, what is the word that Bastian used? Manifested.
Yes, I think that is for the best, yeah. And if they do come along with us, just try to play along with them. It seems to be the easiest way to get through conversations.
Right. Alright. So do they Does she just reappear, or?
No, you have to ask nicely.
Oh,
You see? See?
I mean, oh no, a ghost.
Thank you for keeping your distance.
You're welcome.
See? Like that.
so we should go grab it?
Yes. Yes, we should. Yes.
All right.
Kaj pulls out that key, that dope ass fucking key, which has a little sun smiley face on it. It's very cute.
Mhm.
Will maybe try and go back to the bedroom first before doing all that. Go to the bedroom, open the door to the summer house, walk inside.
At this point, Enigma is very close by. Is it okay if she comes along, or are you going to stop her?
I think Kazimir would allow her to follow. Yeah.
I think plus if there are any gods in there, maybe they could tell us
Yeah.
who sent her.
That's fair. That's totally fair. So you both enter, and a little dragon sweeps through between you to make sure that they get in. The door shuts behind you. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump to Bastian.
Is
So-
Melaena doing anything?
We'll get to Melaena in a second.
Okay.
I do need to know, Melaena, which way did you walk? Did you walk towards the hallways that lead back to the underground tunnels? Like towards where, like, probably Amethelia would be? Or are you gonna head back towards, like, the bedroom or the library?
Stuck between two choices right now.
Roll for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Just gonna go down. No, you know what? No, I've decided. Even though you guys told me otherwise, it's fine. She's gonna go back up to the bedroom that they were sleeping in.
Sounds good. So I guess we should do that for a second. So you head back to the bedroom. You are by yourself at this point. Xerxes has kind of gone off to do his own thing because he saw Bastian going somewhere and went, nope. And has gone off to go do his own thing. Is there anything you'd like to do in that room?
Lena's going to sit on the bed and fiddle with her ring that her brother gave her and pray to him.
Pretty quickly, and this is why you two don't see her. Melaena, you see yourself in a different place. You close your eyes when you pray, and when you open, you're in probably the cushiest, most comfortable room you've ever seen in your life. This room is like this nice kind of like dark colored with some purple and some blue lights that are very chill. It looks like they're little fireflies that are just kind of buzzing around, just kind of making a dim light so you can see enough, but it definitely wouldn't disturb any rest or sleep you would have. The floor is pretty much non-existent. What you see are a bunch of cushions and pillows all over the ground. Up against the walls, you see kind of lifted pillows that look to be more like what would be couches, but definitely big enough to sleep on. It looks like all of the fabric is made from the finest satins and velvets and just the best fabric you can find. While there's also furs that you can find that are extremely soft and comfortable. You smell this nice lull of lavender and chamomile, and a little bit of like tobacco and vanilla as well. As you look over and you see your brother, who is sitting there with this kind of smoking device. And just, it looks like it's almost like a hookah kind of sitting in the middle of the room, extremely ornate. You see him puff out and you see these little clouds that pop out, just kind of drift, and just dissipate up into the air, and the curtains that are hanging and covering the walls. He looks over. Are you okay?
Did you try to overthrow Zeus with Hera?
Did not hear a single word of that.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
She's kind of speaking very quietly and just like looking down at the ring as she's fiddling with it. You tried to overthrow Zeus with Hera. Why'd you do it?
First of all, you've met Zeus. Have you?
Yeah.
You've seen how he's been. He is too emotional of a leader. And Hera is truthfully the rightful heir to the throne on Olympus. Sometimes I have to do what makes my queen happy.
It's cursed because of you. You know that. Because of that.
See, because of me, that makes it seem like I deliberately meant to hurt you. Is it a consequence? It is. Does it hurt me that he did that? Yes. I don't want to see my family hurt. But I thought I did what was right.
So did I never spoke up about it. I never said anything because you were my brother. And I didn't. I didn't want him to get to you and Mum the way that he was intending.
There's a silent rule. Gods can't kill each other. It's impossible. That's why I tried to
You
put
get
him to
petty.
sleep. They can get petty. But I'm used to it. I mean, my twin lives in the underworld. They're petty down there as well. I've been around it my whole life. My mother, our mother, was one of the first, and I saw her be overthrown. And then I saw the Titans be overthrown. It is a cycle. Gods, people, Titans, primordials. No one's perfect. And I'm sorry that you had to take the folly that was meant for me.
I don't want it anymore.
You don't want what anymore?
I don't want the curse anymore. It hurts. I'm tired.
He's going to move over. And he's gonna pat beside him and kind of open his arm up. Just to make this nice, comfy little, like, area that you can just lay into. Come here.
She'll fall into it.
And he'll put his hand on your head and just softly kind of stroke your hair with one hand and lean his head up against the other side. I know. We will figure it out. If it was as simple as we thought it was at first, could have done something. there's more to it, and I don't know what. I can try to do my best. I know sleeping is the worst time for you. But I can try to make when you're awake somewhat like a dream. Could that help?
It's more like escaping the problem than anything.
Do you have much of a choice right now?
Is there anything I can do? Anything? I just want it gone. A hint, a clue, anything. Hope.
I mean, it's not the simplest way. My first thought would be to cut off your arm, but it'd probably just pop up elsewhere.
Kinda need my arms.
You do. But I mean, I'm sure you could be just as good with your feet. You could maybe walk on one arm and then just kind of throw with your toes. I don't know. We could figure it out. Get you a new arm. Talk to Hephaestus.
That doesn't work.
It wouldn't. I want you to try something. And you're going to have to trust me. Okay?
Okay.
And he's going to gently put you into a comfortable position, not trying to pry you off, but kind of almost rolling you into a pillow that's large and fluffy. He'll stand up, and you'll see him walk out of the room. There's a couple of curtains that seem to pull away as he walks through, and then they pull back together. After a few short moments, he'll come back. The curtains lift all by themselves and come back together. He'll come, sit back down, open his arm again if you wish to come back to a more comfortable spot. And you see a small platter in his hand. There is a very ornate looking little jar with looks like half of a utensil sticking out of it. It looks like there's a divot made in the lid to where it is meant to live in that piece of the little
Ceramic ware.
so no, because it's metal. So no. It's metal.
Pot. Ball.
This pot.
In that piece of
metal
furniture. Utensil.
utensils.
Utensil on utensil,
If
that's
anyone works with any kind of kitchenware, cutlery, I'm so sorry.
Kitchenware. Yeah.
Yeah, kitchenware works. The platter seems to be matching, and there's a small little, almost like a tea plate on there. And there are these small little, almost biscuits. They don't look overly sweet. They look kind of bland, to be honest. But then you'll see, he'll go ahead and pull the lid off. And everything that was sweet that was missing from those pieces of biscuit come wafting out from inside that little jar. You see him pick up the utensil, and it almost looks like one of those little honey spreaders. And he begins to, he pulls it out. There's this viscous golden thick liquid that comes out and is drizzled on top of the biscuits, and he puts it back. I don't know how well this will work, but you are half immortal.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
I don't know well how it works with mortals, though. So please, we'll do this while I'm here to make sure you're okay. Start with a bite.
Melaena takes a bite.
You taste what you think honey tastes like now, the best honey you've ever tasted.
Mm-hmm.
Multiply that.
Mm-hmm.
Add every little thing you love that is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just this cacophony of wonderful senses. Your taste buds are almost singing. You would think it'd be overly sticky, but it's just a beautiful consistency that isn't too overwhelming. As you're smelling it, it just kind of floods your brain with dopamine and serotonin. And you sit there with that one bite, and your body begins to relax, and your head numbs. And I need you to make me a wisdom save.
You knew this was coming.
Good.
Good old nectar of the gods.
Good luck.
That's a 6.
A 6?
No, that's fine. We're good. So
Okay.
oh, that doesn't pass. I'm just saying we're fine.
I'm very well aware.
So this is never something you've had before. You've never experienced anything like this. So your body immediately just sticks to it. There's a need for more. You involuntarily reach out for another, and he grabs your hand very kindly and goes, and this is why we don't give it to mortals. And he kind of chuckles to himself, and he'll just kind of place your hand like back down, like on your lap, kind of give it a pat, keep it down there, and he'll move the platter away. Your head begins to swim with only good thought. Anything bad you can't even think of. It's almost like there's a barrier. When you think of your lost love, you only remember the good parts. And as your brain tries to lead you down towards this path that you know will normally take you to where you would be waking up screaming, you just passed away from it. It doesn't even pop up. You just go immediately to another good memory. And you remember the good times with your mother. And now when you have those memories, the memories of your father and of your friends and the people you've met along the way. You even see just a little glimpse of Amethylia. But just good moments. And anything that is bad seems to be immediately blocked. It's almost like a visual where we don't condone drugs here, but if you've ever taken anything that makes you hallucinate, the color gold is extremely gorgeous, and everything kind of radiates that color. Everything is slowed down for your body. When you come back to, it takes a lot to just kind of move your hands and your arms. But you're comfortable. Your mind is in a fantastic state, and you aren't having your concerns.
Oh boy. How would Melaena react to this? Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
It is the nectar of the gods.
I feel really great.
Good. Good. Do you feel safe?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to make it better? Would you like any water or anything? And he starts like big bothering you, like he starts asking you all those things. Are you hungry? Do you need water? Are you comfy? Do you need different music? You know, just like everything. He'll just start like trying to make a wonderful atmosphere for you.
Mm. Yeah. I think Melena's gonna ride the high.
Yeah. This is gonna be a little while. Couple hours. So, physically, you are not in the room anymore. So when Ragna and Kazimir and Enigma go in, they don't see you. They're not concerned, anything like that. So explanations. We're gonna go to Bastian now while we let this little permeate.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Fun. Okay. Yeah, as Bastian leaves the room, Xerxes hops off his shoulder and just tick, across the room towards wherever he's going.
He's probably going to the library just to see a nice view, preen himself on the couch.
Yeah. And Bastian is gonna go see if he can find Mr. Vampire.
When you followed, you knew exactly where he was going. He's been kind of stuck in his study. The door is closed when you get there. What would you like to do?
Bastian just gives it a knock.
Yeah. After a couple moments, you see the door open slightly. And he kind of starts by looking up, like at his normal height, and then looks down a little. And goes, "Did you not enjoy breakfast?"
Oh no, it was delicious. Very wonderful. I adored it. I'll probably be back to get a little bit more if it's not gone by the time I get back.
Well, looking at one of your friends, and I definitely don't want to assume. It may not all be there.
He is a prodigious eater, but not... Well, maybe a little bit beyond human, but not that much.
Worst case scenario, I can always take you somewhere. I'm sure it will be much nicer. And he opens the door and kind of opens it to welcome you in.
Yes, I was actually just thinking about that. You have this incredible little spell shop in your city. And I, of course, could not help but look around.
Mm-hmm.
It's really quite impressive. They have everything that a wizard could possibly ask for. Some prohibitive prices, though.
Well, we don't like to stop creators from making their own prices.
Yes. He's gonna sort of sit on the desk and
Oh my gosh.
walk his fingers across it and then lean on his hand.
Bitch.
I'm so sorry.
You bitch.
Keep going, whore.
Oh,
Keep going, do it. Damn.
God.
Damn, wait a minute, damn.
Man, I really need to bring back these fucking whore Bastian memes. Hang on.
You really do. Come on, you Evan. Let's go.
I would never want to deprive an artisan of the recompense that they so rightly deserve. Especially one that's out in the desert, in the middle of nowhere.
at this point, as you're doing this whole little flirtatious thing, he's definitely kind of rested his, like, he's going to sit like in the chair of the desk, kind of lean back, and then like pull his hands like this, kind of like listening, giving you a smirk.
Especially one who is obviously so skilled as the delightful little person who we met at that shop. May I say, their scales were incredibly shiny. I was simply wondering, since you are now considering traveling with us as a group, if you might be interested in, say, investing in the future of this traveling party. You'll be spending a week with us at least, and so there were many scrolls in there that I had my eye on. Unfortunately, I have been outside of the, let's say, city limits long enough that I haven't really had access to payment in the form of things such as gold or silver or platinum, and I was simply wondering if you'd be interested in perhaps investing a little bit, maybe putting something into your city's economy to sort of boost it, you know, fighting inflation and all that.
You're gonna see the chair lean like it was a very, like, you know, like one of those almost like office chairs where you could lean back in that he was in. He'll lean forward and get very close to your face as you're kind of leaning down on the desk. He'll go, "You're saying you would like me to invest my money in you? Is that something you're asking for?"
Well, I do happen to be the only true arcane practicer in the entire group, so if you would like it to be viewed in a roundabout way as a sort of investment in me personally, then I'm sure you could do that if you wanted to.
He's
However,
going to stand up as you're talking and just kind of nod as you're. You said, however, I'm so sorry. Continue.
that's fine. However, it's, I would say, more of a group investment to add levels of security, options for laying low and just ensuring that nothing bad happens. You know?
He's going to place a hand on the desk and lean dangerously close. You can definitely see his like poet shirt is like definitely undone a little bit more than last time. It's gonna go, "So you're saying you'd like to work for it?"
You know, in a past life, I might have said no. But I found that working for it can be kind of fun.
Well, good. And he'll lean down and slowly, like open a drawer, and he'll pull out a pile of papers. "Good, I need these on my desk by tomorrow."
Excuse
The
me?
sexiest thing of all, paperwork.
Paperwork.
You got homeworked.
Do your taxes. I need these taxes.
What are those?
Oh, they're just, you know, simple busy work for the city. You're saving me some time, actually, so I'm able to go out and do more of the face of the city like I would like to. Thank you. Definitely work hard. You're going to have to earn what you're wanting. He's giving you just this really fucking, like, just all-knowing smirk.
All right. Fine. He's gonna pick up the stack of papers and give them a prim little and is going to place them on the desk and move his ass in a circle and place it in the chair and sit down, and will summon a peacock quill and begin to look over whatever the fuck this paperwork is.
Oh, it's so boring. It's just like, it's like official paperwork where you really have to read over the entire thing.
No.
Because you have to put little like
it.
you have to put little like finishers into sentences and like notes on there, and he's like, I just need you to proofread this, change anything that might be wrong. And
Hold on. Lan's gonna oh. Bitch. Hold on.
I was just about to snip the photo.
Fucking
Damn
magic.
it.
Damn it.
Okay. I don't.
The sexiest work of all.
Hold on.
That was magical.
I don't
Magical.
know
That was
when.
so good. I am truly
You're so talented.
Faye.
Also, I feel really bad that I haven't been watching the other stream just because I haven't had the time. I didn't know they also had a fucking drug episode.
They had a drug episode. They also had like a sun drop where it was like you can't feel any negative emotions. So it was very
Are you talking about
Oash and Melaena, Oash and Melaena be very parallel right now.
Okay,
Yes.
I don't know where we stopped. I don't remember what I was trying to do.
Okay, so
But we
we're gonna go back.
froze about the time when, like, right after I said, I sit down with the papers.
Okay. We're back. So, you take a seat. The paperwork is mostly just busy work. It looks like he is wanting like notes and like to be proofread on it. But this stack is probably about 300 pages tall.
I'm in hell.
And then he'll lean over into your ear and whisper, I will definitely make it worth your while, and that pot will be for free. And then he'll just kind of sit back up and he'll be like, I'll also bring you dinner. So, and then he'll close the steady door behind him.
Oh. Gonna do this paperwork.
You did this to yourself. Holy.
I ain't never seen such an efficient alley-oop to oneself to get dunked on.
Oh, man.
Loved that. That was the highlight.
That was so fucking funny.
Thought we were gonna cut to black now, son.
Oh,
Yeah.
later.
Cutting to these
Later.
numbers.
I'm certain.
So we'll go ahead and we'll go now to Ragna and to Kazimir and Enigma. When you go into the cabin room, brain, sorry, something popped up and I went read and forget what you're saying. When you walk in, you don't see the face you were expecting. But you do see one of the faces you know.
Okay.
And that is a very large tiefling, pink one.
I forgot, yes.
Their hair is huge today. Think Dolly Parton. Huge today. New chains on their horns. She's just sitting there filing her nails. And actually, the little thing you're looking for is right on the middle of the table. It looks like it's been kind of put as like a centerpiece. And then she goes, "Oh, I knew someone's." Hello, babies! And then she'll walk over and then she'll just give Kazimir the biggest hug.
I think Kazimir is like, will like open slightly, but will like let out like a gasp of air as she like squeezes, and he's like,
Oh, I know, I take your breath away. It's fine. How are you? Oh, you look so good and delicious. Have you been eating well? Have you been taking care of yourself? You look a little tan, bluer. I don't know the proper word right now.
I am okay.
I think this is at the front. This is at the very entrance, right? Or is this just like a step?
She was sitting on the couch and then turned over to look over, and you were there, and then drops everything she has onto the coffee table, runs around super excitedly, hands out, kind of like, you know, like very excited, almost like the ant, like your favorite ant that you see, and just giving you a big hug. You know, she's overdone. It's cute.
And Aphrodite is taller than Ragna, right?
Yes,
By
but
like a couple inches.
She's taller than.
yeah, she's taller than by like 6 inches.
I think she's as tall. No, she's a little bit shorter than Kazimir.
You said if my
Like, I think it's like they're about a foot in difference, but she's tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very tall.
7 feet.
She's much taller than Ragna.
I think Kaj will like disengage from the hug in a respectful way.
Say, Aphrodite, it is good to see you. This is Ragna of the Iron Claw.
Oh, I have met Ragna, and she'll walk over, she'll open her arms, and then pulls you in. You are at chest height. I am not sorry.
Just
and
like just air spitting out. And
then she'll pull away,
in the
kind of
chest.
grab your face, and then like squish it a little.
Yeah.
It's like, has my Festus been taking good care of you? If he hasn't, I will fight him.
He is. I think he like wipes some like body glitter off his. It's like out of his eyes. Like he's, I'm guessing, hard at work on his next piece.
He always is. He always is. And then going over, she'll look over to the fairy dragon and go, that is new.
Yes.
Desktop.
This is. We have named her Enigma for now. She knows very vital information about all of us. Has a mother? Thought you might know something. Because she does not.
I mean, everyone has a mother.
Yes, that's very true. But apparently, her mother is, I think, several goddesses. No gods, but also can be a bird, but also be always around you. It was a long list.
Mountain.
Yes, also a mountain. It was a long list of several items, both inanimate and animate. So
Okay.
It's very confusing.
it's as confusing as it sounds. Yes.
I'm gonna pause real quick. My computer's doing something really funky.
No.
Okay.
I was trying to open the YouTube because I have not done Aphrodite in so long. I wanted to make sure I wasn't fucking up her voice, and now everything's like paused.
As someone who's watched all the episodes in a row recently, the voice is pretty close. I'll say that right now, just for comfort's sake.
Perfect. Then maybe I can close this and it'll be all fine.
Yeah, don't want to kill your computer right
Don't
now.
really think of it right now. It sounds just as much as it did when you
Okay.
introduced it before.
Okay, good. It's been so long. Okay. Am I moving fine? I felt like I was jerky before. Are we good?
Yeah, you're moving much smoother now.
Cool. Okay. She will look over Enigma and just. Is that your real name? And then Enigma goes, no. I don't know what that is, though. Oh, you are? Who is that again? And she's gonna lean over to Ragna.
This is Aphrodite.
Oh, hey, you are Aphrodite, the goddess of lots of love and things. Hello. And Aphrodite's just gonna look confused. How do you not know who I am? That is actually far more interesting than the fact that we don't know who your mother is. How do you not know? I forget a lot. That's it. Okay. We're going to put that away for later, but right now, and she's gonna turn back and she's gonna take both Ragna and Kazimir's hand and lead them over to the couch. Sit them on either side of the couch and then squish herself right in the middle. And then go, now, what can I do for you? I know that you probably wanted to see Apollo, but he is very busy right now.
I did expect to see you. I don't know how long your contract is with him.
Oh, well, we kind of put that on a hold. He had a couple things he needed to take care of. So it's fine. It's all fine. But right now he's visiting his sister. He has been, to tell you the honest truth, this contract has not been very good for him, and I felt nothing but bad, so I figured I'd give him a little vacation.
That's very nice of you, Aphrodite.
Oh, he is a very, very sweet boy. I mean, I'm saying that like he isn't older than me, but very sweet.
Okay.
Actually, we didn't actually come here for Apollo's guidance for once. We actually
No.
came here for that. And I point to the conglomerate of gold and platinum.
Oh, the centerpiece. Well, it was really boring over where it was before, so I figured it needed just to be in the middle of the room. It brought in a little bit more light, a little bit more shine. What are you going to do with it?
We are taking it.
She's smiling, but giving you the and
We're melting it down for the resources it's made of to enrich our wizard, who is very poor and needs it for spells.
oh, you mean Bastian?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, he didn't really want to speak with me much. Well,
Really?
Really?
I know. I brought wine. I thought we could talk. I mean, I had a little, couple books. And he got upset. So I left.
He does do that a lot, yes.
It was only because I was telling the truth.
He does not like the truth a lot of times.
No,
That's okay.
he does
Most
not.
people do not. But I hope he's not mad at me anymore, because I'd love to come visit him, because I know he's been a lot busier than he used to be. Oh, it's closer to how he used to be before he met Miss Hera.
Hmm.
Is that so?
That tracks.
Considering last night, yes.
No, it's weird that I know these things. It's just kind of something that circulates, gods with their prayers. Just, whoop, it happened, so it's just not really a big deal for me.
I'm sorry, this is out of character. When someone yells "Oh God" in bed, does Aphrodite here?
That is exactly where my mind went, Christian.
I just
Oh,
imagine she's sitting there and there's oh god, she's like, yes, I know I'm here.
Okay, I just had to.
No, that was not my headcanon, but that's really fucking hilarious now. It's just something she knows, because that's just like a little, like, it's not normally specifics, but she's been keeping a closer eye on you. She's like, oh, didn't mean to know that. Whoopsie.
Whoops.
So there she is.
Okay, I think Ragna's gonna take that canon I made up for himself.
Take it. I like it.
That's
This is collaborative world building at its finest.
yes.
No, it really is, and I'm going to say that it is accurate.
But yes, we'll be taking it. It is actually mine.
Oh.
I placed it here for safekeeping. But
Well-
I am honored that you thought so highly of it.
Oh, well, it's beautiful. I mean, I can't really not be intrigued by gorgeous metals. You know who my husband is. So, just kind of comes with the territory. But I did shine it. I did clean it, so it looks much better now. And you do see that it is polished. It like looks like it's actually like kind of radiating light a little bit. She didn't take anything off of it. It's just much nicer looking now. Have fun. Be safe. Where are you now?
What's the town called? Holy shit!
What is the town called?
Endios.
Endios, thank you.
Endios, thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Oh, Endios. Really? How is that going?
We've met the leader of the city, and he is in love with the Viper Queen, who we have been
Well,
charged
falls in love with everyone.
Does he?
Oh, yeah. I mean, as someone who has come from I've lived longer than he has, but he has had an extremely long life. You just either emotionally remove yourself from people, or you get insanely attached to people. I am part of the insanely emotionally attached to people, and he is very similar. So the whole thing is just he does get attached to people. But I'm not surprised.
Would you say that the insane attachment? How do I put this? The insane attachment blinds him to logic and understanding?
I mean, sometimes. I mean, everyone goes through those lapses of judgments. I mean, after all, I screw Aries.
You do that. I didn't mean to ask about that. I was told that about that by Hephaestus. Do you think that's the right move? Not telling Aries about the whole, like, you know.
Hey, look. He has his own partners. We're not exclusive. I've never promised that. He's never promised that. We've never wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more fun, and definitely he's done more than enough to deserve it.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about it?
Going to lean over onto Kazimir and then kind of wrap her legs so they're on Ragna's lap, so she's almost like laying across the couch at this point. He goes, well, we haven't had anyone to talk about things in a while with, so that would be nice.
Sure. I will say we were only allowed here for an hour.
Pish posh, the rules. I can make it as long as I would like to. I know Apollo
What?
has a certain... Well, I mean, I don't know what, like, I'm sure he's doing things just because he wants to be fair, but also none of you are my champions, so I can do whatever the hell I want.
Just looks to Ragna like,
I don't want to fight that logic. I can't.
Okay, honestly, poor Ragna has, like, 100 pounds on him just from leg.
Just 100 pounds of ass and leg just on top.
And
It's like, this is fine.
and then
Oh,
Kaz
I don't wanna
has
touch
like
me.
someone
could've-
nestled into his chest.
Just like, sure, we can talk. I don't know how much I would be able to help, considering age and inexperience, but we could do that. Sure.
Oh,
I
I
can
know.
give you what little I know.
You are a baby. And she's gonna lean over and kind of boop Ragna on the nose. And you're still learning. I know about your little girlfriend. So cute. I'm very happy for you. She is a tough nut to crack, but I think she's a very good person. So congratulations. And then she's gonna lean back and kind of look over like to Kazimir and boop his nose as well. I know exactly who she is. And I know exactly, well, not exactly, but I do know a bit more about your relationship than I should. Good for you.
We were going to talk about Ares, correct?
Well, I want to know about Ares. I mean,
I haven't met him.
I have been warned about meeting him and his champion. That's what I know.
good riddance. I mean, if you want
Ooh.
anyone who knows more about him, I mean, I know quite a bit about him. I know mostly everything about him. But if you want someone who's more on your caliber, you know, mortal opinions and everything like that, you might want to speak to Amalthelia.
Ragna just like looks at Kaz like, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Do you know nothing about our little dating circles?
No.
No, not the thing, not the goddamn thing.
Poor little you mortals. You're so naive and innocent. It's so cute. Okay. So, and she's going
Oh no!
and she's going to start going in. So Amalthelia is the chosen of one of Ares' consorts. Actually, one of his favorites. And she is the goddess of war and bloodlust and all of that. You know, he likes the messy ones. So, they get together every once in a while, and I think that Amalthelia and his champion have met a little bit. I don't really know much about them. They're okay. I just really haven't spoke to them.
What is the name of the consort?
Notes.
Enyo.
Huh?
Let me search on
Enyo.
Olympus Google.
Olympus Google.
Thank you.
Olympus.com.
Enyo.
Yeah.
And yeah. Sail
yeah.
away, sail.
You made that exact same fucking joke the last time, and you
I know, but it was a month ago. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
I feel like I do remember hearing this information. I don't remember if Kazimir heard this information.
I think you did because it was when you were in the. I don't
Yeah,
think
'cause
Kazimir
I
knew. I think you know.
You might have been.
Okay.
Oh,
Kaj
I
might
think
have been
Melaena
high.
was.
Kaj might have been high. You're
Kaj
correct.
would have been high.
I think
Oh,
Melaena
yeah,
was
he
the
was
only
high
one
off
who figured
bloodlight.
it out
Mhm.
because I think it was the symbol.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, I can't remember if Melaena told anyone at the party though. So
That's fine. Everyone knows now.
everyone knows now.
Everyone knows now.
So
We can just say it and
Enyo
it
is his
exists.
little-
I love games.
Me too. Enyo's his little bloodlust slut or whatever. She's really nice, but I mean, she's, you know, I think she tries too hard.
Right.
She's,
Yes.
she's very cute. Goddess of all vampires, I mean, kind of fits, doesn't it?
I couldn't see another alternative, honestly, no.
At this point, she's just getting more loungy. She's just getting more comfortable.
Okay. Alright.
Up! Hands are just, like, if they could be, like, as backwards as they, like, if he could be touching the back of this couch, he should,
So anyway, am I making you too uncomfortable?
there's a lot of revelations coming out at the moment that we didn't know, so...
I mean, physically. Ragna, you're practically sitting off the couch. Are you okay?
I'm just not used to this kind of stuff. I think experience helps get used to
You
it.
mean basic cuddling?
Yes.
Oh, honey. Come here. And she's gonna switch sides.
What's happening?
Oh.
What's going on?
It's
Cause help!
No.
No.
I will not.
Are you okay? And she's gonna look over to Kazimir. Are you fine? If you're uncomfortable, I can stop.
No,
It's just so comfy.
it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
If it's not, let me know.
Just it's weird because the last time I saw you, you were the one who like transported me to my partner, so there's weird associations. We don't have to go into. We were talking about Ares.
It's not Aries.
We were talking about Ares,
yes.
but if you're uncomfortable, let me know. I know we kissed last time, but it was simply to make magic activate, so don't even worry about it. Anyway.
Maybe don't phrase it like that.
I never knew magic. Okay, that's different.
Oh, I mean, if I were to cast magic on you, I'd give you a little kiss as well. It's just how it and that's how my stuff works, only if you're okay with it. If not, it's some other mumbo jumbo. That's much less fun. Anyway, so, Ares. What do you want to know about Ares?
What is Ares like? I've heard a lot about him in the certain circles that I was in briefly, but
Well, he does let his anger get the best of him. What the fuck are you two doing? Jesus Christ!
maybe gonna know.
I just look over before and that's just like, what the fuck? Can you stop being gay over there?
Possible.
A reminder to everyone in
no.
the audience: tragedy does deal with explicit sexual content.
And this time it's.
You
Hand
didn't
farts.
see Sloan before. Sloan went like.
Making a burrow, goddamn! What the fuck?
God, right when Aphrodite shows up. Okay.
So anyway,
He lets his anger get the best of him. And
I'm not sure if you're aware. I'm not sure if you were told, but one of the visions one of our friends got, his name Aziel. There was a vision.
Mm.
No, this seems like it needs to be told. This seems to be like it needs to be told, and he's saying this out loud. This seems like.
Or to be certain, that feels like a lot.
It needs
are
to,
you
like,
okay?
I think you should watch out for Ares.
I mean, people have been telling me that for millennia. What can he do? Sully my good name?
By not fucking?
Yeah, right?
I mean, I don't know what gods are capable of with other gods, but
Oh, well, if you're curious about that, I mean, the worst we can do is just trick each other. I mean, he couldn't kill me. It's impossible. If he could have, he would have probably. Fine.
that does not make. That's not this confidence building as you might.
Oh, what? The worst he could do is talk about me and what happened, and I don't know, maybe ignore me for a little bit and maybe start a war. I mean, there's already 12 of them trying to go down in your world.
12.
That was a large I was assuming. There's many. There's probably more than 12.
Again, another statement that builds confidence in the. Whew, okay.
You've lived as long as I have. You know there's not a whole lot that can happen. I mean, what? Does he want his secrets to be let out? I have so many that if he were to say a thing about me.
Kazimir, I think we should really tell her about that dream.
You were dreaming about me? Oh.
Well, not me.
Kazimir, you were dreaming about me? I've met your woman. I don't think she'd be upset, but I don't think she'd be elated.
No comment.
one of our party members had a dream
Mhm.
where you're represented by a dove, correct? Or one of
I
your-
can be. Oh, you're calling me a dove. You're so sweet. Anyway.
Yes. One of said doves was pierced by a spear and shot out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, from what I've learned about Hephaestus and what he told me about your relationship, and if Eddie finds out that he's being tricked this whole time, I worry.
Oh, you think he's going to send his champion? Or something?
I don't. I can't. I'm not. I don't.
Humans can't kill me either.
Who is his champion?
I don't know much about him. There's some nymph.
A nymph?
A nymph?
Some nymph.
Hmm.
Well, I was told to watch out for them, and and Ares by Hephaestus. So I just thought I'd let you know that maybe the impossible might not be impossible. Just keep an eye out.
Hephaestus gets so worried about me. It's so sweet. That's all he can really do when he wants to lock himself up there. I think he's just projecting.
I worry because I don't know the capabilities of gods, and I want to treat you as on equal playing field as possible, as Leonin do with everybody. This is just a friend trying to help a friend, you know?
You are so sweet. Honestly, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Okay. I'm doing what I can.
I appreciate it. I mean, that's no offense, but it's minorly your job. Just a little. I mean, you have a deal with my husband, and I mean, I'll be okay. I'm more worried about you two. 4. However many there are of you.
Or for now.
There's always shenanigans happening down there, and your life cycle is far, far, far shorter than mine.
I suppose that's true, yes.
And you're being faced with things every day. I mean, I'm not sure of everything that's happening. I'll come and visit. How about that? I will come and visit once, where are you going next? And then Enigma goes, they're following me to Helsinki! Okay, you're following a dragon to Helsinki. I never thought I would say that, to be honest.
I never thought I'd hear it, so I guess we're on the same page there.
I never thought I'd be here.
Oh, then you're one of the lucky ones, aren't you?
I cannot complain.
Good.
When will
What?
Apollo be back?
I mean, I'm sending him out for the week. I'm figuring I'll just let his contract run short.
Am I allowed to know what he's going through as his champion, or is that private information?
I won't go into everything. He just misses his friends. So I thought I'd send him home to his sister for a little while. Let him bug her for a second, and then let him go back to his normal duties.
I'm just gonna ask a question. What is on the outside? Because all the windows are closed, right?
Oh no, they're physically closed, but you can see through the glass.
Okay.
Outside, what you see is a ocean that's super clear. It almost has a different different kind of color, almost like sunset consistently. The sands are kind of like a pinkish color. It's really like soft out there. But from your windows, that's all you can see is out into the ocean and onto the sand.
Are we? Are we on Gaia right now, or are we on...
No.
Okay. Hmm. Where are we right now?
Olympus.
Oh!
That's why you're only allowed for an hour. I mean, maximum's about 24.
But,
Oh,
What?
So glad my theory was correct on this.
Oh, did I make you upset?
no.
Are you
No.
overwhelmed?
Yes.
Do you want a tour? I mean, I can't really show you Apollo's home because it's not mine, but I can show you mine. But I would kind of want everyone to come together. That wouldn't be fair. I don't want to pick favorites.
I got things to do.
we have things to do.
Oh, I understand.
Maybe another time.
Understand. I mean, maybe that's one way I can, like, coax Bastian back to, liking me again.
I'm so surprised by that.
I'm also still surprised by that fact as well, yes.
Love
Maybe-
comes in many different ways from me. And his was not quite what you're expecting.
That does not surprise me.
Ah, yes, then you were expecting it. Maybe.
He's quite the mystery of emotions, but at the same time you can kind of smell them out from right away.
He is. Treasure him. That's all I can say. Just make sure. Well, don't coddle him, but once you get his true friendship, that's going to be golden. Just takes a little bit of work.
He's a good man. It's just his environment sucked.
Much as I love Dionysus, city's fucking crazy. I can only go there a couple times a week. I could go anywhere, anytime I wanted to. But there, I have to definitely separate myself.
Oh, I did have a question. We have heard something about over in Siothen, something about people claiming that they are divinely attuned to certain Olympians. Do you know anything about that?
As one of the 12 Olympians, I do. They simply speak for themselves through us sometimes. The words I've said barely come through. It's interesting. Right now we're just watching. There's not a whole lot we can do there with, should I call it false prophets? That's a good terminology. I think they mean well, but mortals are mortals.
Sorry.
So we shouldn't like kill them or anything.
Cannot say. I am the goddess of love. But definitely my priestess could be taken out, and I would not be angry.
Do you have a champion, Aphrodite?
Oh, of course I do.
What are they?
I can't tell you all of my secrets. It's not fair. You'll meet them when you meet them.
Okay. This is.
And let me say, unironically, you're going to love them.
That's good. Very good.
I know. Honestly, I should be the goddess of comedy, but here I am.
Who doesn't love jokes?
Well, I mean, they're good once in a while. I definitely have seen too many people take them too seriously, Hermes. But
We haven't seen Hermes in a while, have we?
oh,
heard
he's
from-
always busy. Always busy. As a messenger of the gods, he has his champion doing things every once in a while, but he's honestly slammed.
Well, it's good to know that the messages are getting through, I guess. And he doesn't have time for tricks.
Oh no. Of course he does.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, he'd probably quit if he didn't have time. He makes time. So, unfortunately, you are at the bottom of the roster for seeing him. If you want, I can put in a good word.
I mean, he does have that orb he can talk to us through, so.
Is it two ways?
No.
Shame. Could probably pull a very funny trick on him. Don't know if he'd appreciate it. Worth a shot.
Who's got the fucking orb?
Whoever has the. I mean, who has the. I think
It's Melaena.
it's Melaena. Melaena
it's
has
Melaena.
Melaena has the orb, yes.
Yeah.
You're the last one to have it, yeah.
Do I?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
you're the last one to hold
It
it.
was like the third or fourth episode. That was
Yes.
the last time we talked
Mhm.
about it.
Yep.
Oh, I got you. It's in your bag.
It's in your bag, just chilling.
Important.
He hasn't called us, so I guess it didn't happen. So it's not good.
Oh, no. There's just been no time. So she's gonna go ahead, she'll get up, she'll gently make sure she doesn't put too much weight on either of you getting up. And she'll lean over, grab the conglomeration of metals, and then go back and hand it to Kazimir. You said this was yours, and I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Very considerate. Thank you.
Of course. But if you do need any time wasted, I'm always available. And for talking,
Yes,
who do you think I
Yes.
am?
they got
And
us
she's
some
just
love.
gonna smile.
They got us some love.
Yes, but it's not always physical.
That's it's true.
I need to both. What?
I think we should go now.
Yeah, yes, of course. Now you should both go. But I would love a hug.
Ragna will go. Come and just hug.
Are we hugging together?
She'd be like, group hug or one at a time. Either's fine.
It feels weird if you're also there.
I
I'm going to
know
lie.
that Bastian and Ragna and Kazimir are all technically men, but it feels like we are different genders. Does that make sense?
I mean, there's Bastian that's like I don't know. It's just such like a charismatic
Charismatic man.
like that's one gender. There's
Charismatic fruity man. Kind
Yes.
fruity man.
Mm.
Charismatic
okay,
fruity
so
man. It's
so
giving
there's,
fruity
There's fruity pebbles over here, and then we have Ragna, who is just the most innocent child I've ever fucking
love
seen,
them. I
but
love
has
them.
just this horrible side to him that we just don't know what's going on. So it's just like this unknowing. And then there's Kazimir, who is just like the
A
fucking
Chad.
no.
Just check.
Musky.
Oh, I would definitely
Musky.
not. It's just a child.
If this was like a
Musky.
boy band, musky,
Yeah.
musky.
That's the difference,
Musky
is that Ragna and Kazimir are musky and Bastian smells like lavender whenever you're around
Come
him.
on.
Okay, hold up. Okay, if we're gonna go based off
Musky's
smell.
good. Musky's a good smell. I love smelling musky. Musty. Bad. Musky. Good.
Ragna is that first perfume you buy because you don't know how to buy perfume.
You know
But you
Ragna's
try your best.
Calvin Klein #1.
No, it's a step above. It's like that prom like cologne you buy.
Dolce and Gabbana light blue.
Like
Yes.
a little Calvin Klein, maybe.
Yeah, like a cheap
I was saying
Calvin
#1
Klein.
at first, but like, you know, it's like he's like, I think I could do something better than that. I think I could go one step up. And then he goes, and then I really feel like Kazimir is just like, fuck perfume. And just goes, I don't want it. Fuck it.
I put on aftershave. What more do you want from me?
Aftershave.
Wet and
Just take-
aftershave, that's it.
Takes the soil, rubs it into his skin. We're good.
Heinous.
And then there's Melaena, who now smells. I'm gonna be honest. I've always imagined Melaena to smell like honey. I don't know why.
Honey and baby powder.
Yeah, just like really soft.
Baby powder's a nice
good
smell.
thing.
Have you ever smelled it? It's good. No, it smells good. It's a very soft smell.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is
and
a
then you have
soft
this like
smell.
hard outer shell, but it's like, oh, I know you use a softie. and then there's fucking Bastian over here, whose body. I feel like there's just a shelf, and they're all Chanel. But it's both men's and women's Chanel because he
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
give a
absolutely.
fuck.
Just the entire spectrum. His
His
favorite
favorite has to be a mixture of the Coca de
How
Chanel
did we get
with
on the topic of how our characters smell?
No, this is wonderful. This is actually, you know what? This is a perfect way to leave because Ragna and Kazimir are leaving to go do that thing. Melena's high as fuck and Bastian is doing fucking homework.
paperwork.
This is the second episode, not in a row, but very close, that we've ended this session with Melaena high.
The last time we had an episode before last episode was like a month and a half ago.
Oh Lord.
Shut up.
Are we ending
to be
here?
fair- What? Huh?
What?
What are you saying?
What?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
What was that face?
What was that face?
All I heard was like, here?
Are we ending here?
I think we should. I think this is a good place because next time y'all are going out on the town / you
gonna
can
go
do
out
things in
on
the city.
town.
We'll just fill in the next couple of days next session.
Cool.
I don't know
All
how
right,
many
awesome.
checks this thing's gonna be, but it's gonna be a lot.
Well, thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, Soundtail, for our beautiful vibes.
Thank
Preach.
you. And if you haven't watched the roundtable, the Welcome In, go watch that VOD, or I don't know, like if you watched it live, good for you. I haven't seen it yet. I bet it's fucking great.
It doesn't exist yet.
Oh man, I can't
bet we
believe that
kill it.
plot twist of Andre's character dying.
Wow,
Don't ruin it, don't
wild.
ruin it.
Say that
So
about
weird.
words. How dare you?
Also,
Yo, if that
can you
happens in real
Can
life.
you believe those two characters got together?
It was so
Wild.
spicy.
Crazy. I'm so excited.
Now we have to make
Well,
characters.
it's like, what the fuck are you trying to make me do?
I have to make sure characters get together, which just means that I have to build in a bunch of really hot characters just in case you all aren't attracted to each other. It's fine.
I
Anyway.
think the issue is we're all attracted to each other. Okay.
All right.
Episode
All right.
Good night.
Marbles.
Good Barbara. This is great.